So first thing we're gonna work on is management distance, so working off our teep. So if you guys know how to do a teep, you want to chamber always. Hands are up. As you feel the distance, we're gonna go nice and slow. You feel it, you want to use the extension of your foot. Make sure your toes are pointed up. You hit the ball of your foot right in the center. So as you come forward a little bit, I'm gonna manage my distance. I may back up a little bit. And then I chamber and extend, okay? My arm goes back to cock my counterbalance here, like a slot machine, okay? And then when I'm ready, as he comes forward, I'm gonna step out at an angle. And what I'm gonna do is time getting that little angle with my rear knee. So as I step, he comes forward. Like earlier, we threw that elbow, right? We have the clamp. I don't need to really clamp right now. This is more of like a long range knee. So as he comes forward, I step, and I fire my knee. So one more time, teep, right? Find your balance, step, and knee. Make sure when you guys step, we're not going forward because it's going to kill the power and effectiveness of your knee. You want to go through your opponent. So that's why we're stepping at an angle. Second one, you can either start with southpaw, which would be your lead teep, right? Boom. Same concept, step at an angle as you come forward, cut them off. And lead. Notice my hands aren't dropping. I'm here as a shield, just in case. Right now he's not punching me, but when we start getting into like the tie pads, it's going to be more realistic because I'm anticipating a punch as well when I step out of range. So, teep, step forward, knee. You can have to do the rear teep if you want, and then step and go right into that if you'd like to, or just go southpaw. Boom, step out, and knee. Make sense? Go slow, talk to your partner, and then work for, we'll do like a 3-minute round. Cool? All right, 1, 2, 3. Try to sell that teep. You pick it up as you step. Imagine this is the infected hand of the zombie. Okay? This touches your face, anywhere here, you're done for. Okay? So now we're going to work on deflecting as we're throwing those knees. Right? So frame checking. Right? You also have what we call swivel. Right? And then you have just a hard block. As long as it doesn't touch my face, we're good. But I want you guys to now just pretend he throws it or just extends it, okay? So as he does that, I just peel and flick it out of the way as I do that step. Now this is more realistic because now it's the same thing of somebody throwing punches. Now we're working on timing to get into that. Okay? So here, boom. Now we're here, okay? Make sure this hand's not here. We're going here on the crown of the head. One time. Boom, boom. Once we get to this point, okay, I want you guys to now, this hand out posted, we're going to swim inside. So, boom, control, boom. Double frame. So this hand on the crown, this is reinforcing it. Now again, like I said, don't go straight up. Don't knee your partner's face, please. We're just going to back step, and then we're going to do what we call the curved knee. So we're going to pretend like my leg and my hip is like a hinge, closing the door. Up and through. Here, up and through. That's it. Now if I want to play with the other side, same thing. I know his right hand is going to be awkward, but right now just pretend we're just doing this. And then the other hand is there. So here, okay, you can clear the post. Switch, knee. Because I can't swim in here, just focus on that one area for now, okay? Just, we're making the best of what we have because we don't have the belly pad, so just for right now, this hand here, we're going this way. We're going here, I'm using this deflex, right? From the inside this time. Boom, plank and step. Up, through, step again, out, and through. As if I'm swimming. I don't have a hand to grab on that side. Does that make sense? Yeah? All right, 1, 2, 3.
So after you break the posture, is it advised to kind of try to steer them also while you...
Yes, so the next hour after this is going to be a lot of off balancing and trips and glove traps. So that's a great question because management distance, right? If we're here, I'm in front of Coach Hassan, right? It's a 50-50 battle. He has no control of me, I have no control of him. It's all about space, who can hit each other first, or who can find a way to avoid getting hit while, making the best of the situation. So anytime you can get in a range, if I work so hard, I'm a lot shorter, let's say I'm a lot shorter than this person, I'm going to be eating punches, getting inside. If I find a way to get inside and I make connections, when I say connections, control, grip, whatever, right? I work so hard to get here. I want to make sure that when I swim in and I have some kind of overload of control of connection, I'm going to take as much advantage as possible. I want him to suffer. Imagine this is a pool of water. I'm drowning him the whole time. He's suffering trying to get his head up and facing. So every time he tries to step and move, I'm stepping. He has to catch himself. So I back step again. See how he steps? Every time he steps, that's the time to throw the knee. It's never like, okay, his posture's coming up. Now it's a battle, right? He's experienced. I'm trying to take advantage and give myself a higher chance of winning in these kind of exchanges. If that makes sense, answer your question a little bit. Yeah. So now I'm going to work on is long range combos into the elbows, into the knees that we did earlier in the warm-up. So he's going to hold for a jab. I reload, stuff off the elbow. Now, this hand out here, I'm going to use that as a peel. So I'm going to go right to clearing this to get to this. His other weapon is free. That's going to be a question that's going to happen, right? My thumbs, when I get to this point, are going to be facing now. So I go jab, reload, elbow. Now if he tries to punch me, as long as I keep cutting the corner and I have control of the other arm, I'm going to react. I've just negated or disrupted his posture, blast his power hand. So off of what we did earlier, boom, reload, boom, boom. I have my shoulder protect my face. I have the other hand in control of the first hand. I pull. Now he just stacks whatever one. If you want to use one pad, you can. You're going to fire one knee. You have to be good with accuracy. Don't go blasting your partner. You're doing this. Boom. Move again. Boom. Now we plant. Flip again. Boom. Perfect, right? Now the last thing we're going to do is stuff the head as we do another back step. Between three. And we have. Sorry. We got the end. So everything we've kind of already done up to this point, now we're just tightening it up with accuracy. Second one, jab cross, reload, elbow, clamp. Don't rush. Don't go here and then fire knee. Control. Talk to your partner. Can you posture up? Now, good. I step. I can swim my hand through if I can get that back. Great. Double clamp. Curve knee. Step again. Stuff. Back step. That's all it takes. Make sense? Please go slow, especially on the elbows. If you've never held for elbow before, it's not like a punch. He doesn't have to do a whole lot for the elbow, or for the punch, right? It's like maybe 20% coming forward. The elbow, he's going to meet me halfway. So So he's going to bring that pad closer. Just communicate. Accidentally, you may throw a punch and jam your hand. Think it's going to be an elbow, so communicate with partner. Jab, reload, elbow, clamp, switch knee, boom, swim step, curve knee, step, and cut. Cool? All right, work it. 1, 2, 3.
Now it makes sense.
Try that back to
You having fun with that?
So try to bring it back. Boom, reload. Power. Yeah. Now same hand. Clamp. And you can do the You can do that as a part of the
It's like when I'm doing the curve knee, like if I'm still trying to hit the surface of my knee, I'm not trying to strike.
So we're here, I'm in this position already. The moment I get to this point, I swim inside, right? This is a inside battle. Sometimes you're not going to have time to bring this hip back to fire a good, powerful knee. You only have angles. So people like Alistair Overeem, he's retired, if you guys can follow him. He was very good at this. So I'm trying to use the inside of my knee to fire from here. Because in reality, when I go here, it's a lot harder for him to swim inside. Versus if I go like this, not as effective. But when I go here, I can generate even more force because all I do is that little turn of my hip. Bang! And it's just non-stop of that. As you get into deeper. Does that make sense? What's your question?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. The last thing we do on pads before we get our shin guards on. One more thing off of some combos that I like to throw. We'll just start off with just setting things up. So just a round kick for a second. So you're stacking, right? Right here. Now as I go here, I'm going to fake my round kick. Kind of like the teeth fake that we did, right? Here to throw the knee. So round kick first to set it up always. Both. Same concept. Switch kick. Right? I can go here. If I wanted to go fake off the right, I just go here. Right? And then take on that switch. Right? I can go here and fake that one and go left if I want. You can play around with whatever you want. You can go here. Right? So right round kick for a second. There you have it. Switch. Same concept. So go slow. So first mechanic, take it, stomp. Step at the angle. Left kick. Go that or right. Here. Step out. But notice, frayed guard. I'm not going here. You're going to punch it right in the face. Cool?
Sir.
If you want to just throw something forward before you throw the kick, play around. Cool? All right, 1, 2, 3.
Same thing for the lead. Switch kick. Yeah. So, run up. Step out of even more.
So now if I have a real person in front of me, now we're going to work on other traps that I like to do. So you can kind of work a combination. Let's keep this simple. Let's go jab, cross, hook. So so I'm going to do it to you. So he's just going to, however he wants to use his defense, right? To set up my location. That's all I'm doing. First, bang. He's going to absorb it. Second time, he's like, okay, if I throw the same pattern again, he's going to check it, right? Boom. The moment I know he's going to check it, that's when I'm going to go for my so, bang, bang, bang. This time instead of following through, I check and I come in and scoop the foot. Whether I trip him or off balance him, that's the whole point. That's just going to set up everything that I want to do. So, bang, bang, bang. I'm going slow now, but when he puts his foot down to plant, I'm going to post on him. Go ahead, plant your foot. You have to catch yourself eventually, right? Right now I'm going very slow, but in real time, that's boom, 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 and I go right. Let's say I don't finish it. Boom. And I can't finish. We're in range now because I have connections to throw my knees that I want to throw. Right? Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. That's all it is. Literally, don't rush it because you're going to mess up a lot. You're going to prematurely be like, oh, why can't I sweep him? You have to wait for him to put his weight back down. That's where you go. You just latch on, whoop, post, to push it back, and then wait. You can go back foot even. So now you're in proximity to go from the first foot to the second foot. So either one's going to work, and if you don't catch the person, whoa, knees there all day. Does that make sense? Yes, sir. One more time. Absorb it. Don't blast your partner. Don't kick. Right? You're going to go nice and light. If you're shingle right leg, you go a little more butt. Boom, 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 boom. Cool. All right. Go back and forth, guys. Do like 3 or 2, whatever you want to do. Drive forward. Drive and push on shoulder while you're going forward. Yeah. If that first foot doesn't work, follow through, push him, go second foot. Okay, David, go orthodox. You know how I like to force you? Go orthodox. Just like a line. You want to hook onto my foot. Drive down, drive forward, yeah. And if you don't finish it, I don't finish with the knee. Absolutely. So if I go here, boom, 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 I throw it, right? Boom. If I'm here, empty space, we're going to be doing like a kid play, house party, right? You know, that dance. So I don't have any control. Like I said, make the connection here at the top. Post on that far shoulder. Because if I don't go there, I go second. But the main thing is I'm pushing you back, you're catching yourself with your time. Eventually, you either have to drop this foot, or I'm going to catch that back foot. And then there's enough space, I'm going forward, I can put knees, punches, whatever I want to. That answer your question? All right, cool. Any other questions? So now, we're going to do the right side, we're going to do the left side, but it's going to be a different setup for something else. So I can go jab cross, switch kick on the bottom. Boom, boom, boom. Or I can just go here, jab cross, T. To set up my lead leg. All I'm gonna do now is set it up. So boom, boom. As I go here, I'm just gonna hop step forward. Go here, boom, boom. Go here, follow through. This entry, he's gonna keep his guard up because he's thinking I'm going down the middle or the left side. Even if I want to go low kick on this side, I can do that too. But the main thing is I'm going here and I'm going across. Knee line, stop. Second part. There, his hands, connection, clothesline. Step through. Sorry. I can't do that all the time. You feel unfair. But so, boom, boom, set it up first. Boom.
Nice to you.
Boom, boom. Follow through. Just roll your partner when you do it.
Hip dumps.
Good. That make sense? That wasn't not as hard.
One more time.
But be careful when you do it, because if you're going here and you drop your hands, oh, I'm eating something. Punch, elbow, whatever. So you always want to sell whatever you're doing. Boom. That's last one. Make sense?
I know why it's legal.
Alright, 1, 2, 3. Some of these things, like I may show, I may have like a little bit of some previous information of like certain things being legal depending on the rule set, MMA, Sonda, Muay Thai, kickboxing rules, and any other kind of competition that you're doing. Right. So it's good to review some of these things because some of these things are things that I like to play with. And I try to like discard things, you know, like Bruce Lee says, discard was not useful, and try to apply everything in the lives. So I try to use everything that works for me and what works for other people. So hopefully this is going to be helpful for you. Just one thing is, when you get to clinch and stuff like that with people, you know, if I'm a lot more experienced than, let's say, a coach here, if he's way less experienced, I'm not going to throw him so hard to the ground, because at this point, I already know I got it. Unless you're mean and an asshole, that's different. But I try to like give a lot more of that emphasis of like taking care of your training partner. You can still push each other and have good intensity, but if I'm hurting him all the time or he doesn't want to hurt me, then you're being a bully at that point. So when we're here, I know when I get somebody, they're falling, I'm just going to hold them back. Like, you know, especially if you don't know how to fall properly, anything like that, just for future disclaimer, you know, for new people that come in, you guys getting more experience, take care of each other. So with that being said, now we're going to work on getting, once we're in the clinch zone, okay? First thing is, let's say I screwed up, he gets a full plumb. Actually, before we do that, if you guys ever see UFC back in the day, Anderson Silva versus Rich Franklin, if you haven't seen it, look it up. Anderson Silva at the time was destroying a lot of people, and a lot of people didn't know who he was up until he beat up Rich Franklin. He beat up before that Chris Lieben, but nobody really understood the clinch as much. But once he got to this point, Rich Franklin did not know what to do besides block knees. The number one tell that you don't know what you're doing is this. You're going down blocking knees the whole day. That's the universal sign you don't know how to clinch stuff. Okay? So don't go here and block with your hands. Focus on getting your hips underneath and posting on the hips. Because when I do this and I walk, right through your knee. It's not as effective, and now I'm negating the space and leverage that you have. So what we're going to do now is, just a little bigger. Joe, could I use you for a second? Sure. So now we're going to work on, let's say, I get here. This is a counter. So he's going to block my hips. So, in front, right? Yes. So if I can't throw knees, right? Now your universal, if you train long enough, just walk your hips up, posture up, right? That's the right thing to do, is put your hands in. If you get a bylock, that's okay. But you're here, yeah. So this is inside, he's starting to win the battle now he's not engaging, right? So for you guys that are smaller sometimes, it's good to have other things to counter off. So as he's walking up, try to post and look up. Real, put all your weight up. What am I doing? I'm hopping. Now really try to like deadlift me up. That's all I'm doing. Now if he tries to toss me, I'm going to try to toss him. I catch myself. He's carrying all my weight. He's like, oh, I'm going to retire. So obviously don't cross your legs and stuff when you're up there. When your feet are off the ground, you're going to feel like, oh my God, I'm going to get thrown. But you're really not, if you understand where your body mechanic is. If I hook his legs, and I'm still holding on, and he's walking up, he's just loading me up. Now I can go here if I want, all day. By the time you start carrying my weight, I reset, or release again. So, does that kind of make sense? I'll give you a break there. You don't carry my weight. Let's go ahead and play with that. Is that your question?
So how do you stop him from, how does he stop you from carrying him?
So that's a counter, another counter. So that's going to kind of go to other things though. Like let's say he gets my head and I'm going here, he tries to do the same thing, right? Like this. So first thing is, he's already on me. So what I want to do is find a way to post back and clear something here. But the problem with this is it's going to lead to my next thing is, I could care less about the knees, I care about the elbows. If I start getting in here and I'm focusing on the knees, I actually want to go up here to the elbows. So go ahead and put that right there. So when I step right here, I don't want to give enough space to throw it down elbows. I'm going up tracking on the elbows. When I start making that space more and more as he separates. Because then I'm here, we can throw knees all day. I'd rather eat knees than elbows. That's going to make more sense, I feel like, when we do the next thing. But hopefully that makes sense.
So which one is like more important? The cross elbow, up and down?
All that. Just, it doesn't take a whole lot. I do one small fold, laceration, and he's done. He's cut his waiting at work. And in competition sense, it's not the right. I would. In reality, it doesn't take a lot of elbows to the face to knock him down. Cool? All right, 1, 2, 3. Don't worry, you're ahead.
I'm getting ahead.
Under camera work.
Any questions on that before we go on?
Or just like, if I'm the clincher and I'm getting my arms pushed, at what point do I abandon that and shift to something
Yeah, you
else?
swim back. So that's actually similar to what we're going to talk about with the glove trot stuff.
Sure.
But like, if we're in a 50-50 battle, so it's like here and here, right? I can throw a knee, he can throw a knee, right? If I get inside here, right, he's going to find a way to swim his hands inside, which is the right thing to do. Inside hand grips is the most important thing for the clinch fighting aspect of things. Because if I'm here, I can't throw an elbow or a punch. I maybe find openings here, but it's just more work. When I get here, oh yeah, look at the clearing. The elbow's there all day. All that stuff, you know, constant punch. I can still throw my knees, I don't know. But in this 50-50 battle, if I know I start to manipulate his weight, right? If I pull him there, where is he headed? When he steps. This way, right? So when I throw my knee, I'm pulling him there. Because I know the only side he can throw his knee is going to be the light leg side, right? So what I want to do is when I throw my knee, I'm pulling him, so when he throws his knee, I can either block his knee, right? If he goes inside, then I just go check. If he goes straight forward, I just wipe it out of the way. But if I throw the knee again, throw it. I just make him weight distribute again. Throw a knee. Throw a knee. All I'm doing is manipulating his weight so that he can't commit to the knee. So this is now the strategy aspect in the clinch. For inside fighting, I throw my knee, I pull him. I make it hard for him to throw. Let's say he beats me in the punch, he throws a knee. Whoop. I kind of counter it by wiping out of the way. That's if he throws a straight forward knee, right? Forward knee. If he does a curved knee, go ahead. It's like a check. I can even go here. So when I go here, throw your knee. You can't throw a knee. Because I just checked his whole leg. All his weight's on that leg. Now look. Step. So it's like, what I just showed us pretty much like 3 things in one. But first start off with 50-50, right? He has inside, I have inside. He has an outside hand, I have an outside hand. I throw a knee, so let's start off with one person that's doing this drill. For 2 minutes, I throw a knee and I move him, so he can't throw a knee. I throw a knee, you go ahead and throw a knee now. Whoop, check. Or I move him so he can't throw a knee. And then I can do this as well. So move, post, step, trip. But I'm steering him the whole time he's that way. One person is doing that the whole time. Clear the knee, block the knee, post on the knee. Move him so he can't throw a knee. As he's throwing in 1 foot, step, trip. Cool? All right, 1, 2, 3. One person is doing all of it at once. For the whole time. David, you want to work with me? If you fall, don't yank your partner down, guys.
No, I'm not going to speak about this.
Grab the back of my shoulder.
This is a good position for you. She's going to prevent you from now.
You stop on there.
Yep, and then drive forward a little bit, check. Then you can do a first step, sure.
Driving into my...
So normally it's the other foot for the first step. And then across the body, drive forward, and then steer her toward me, and then you step back. Sure. That one's a little easier. So it doesn't matter where we are. Especially, this only is going to work with gloves. That's why it's called glove trap. But this is also going to cross over into other martial arts like jiu-jitsu, catch wrestling, judo, kali, taekwondo, name it. There's a lot of these kind of traps that happen with just kind of swinging around. There's a lot of hand fighting that happens. So if we're here 50-50, okay? So what I want to do now, this hand I was posted, I'm going to go ahead and just pull. When I pull, I'm also going to turn my head. So this is a post, he has a grip. I yank and I turn. When I turn, I'm going to go ahead and feed this and clear to the other side. When I feed to the other side, boom, this hand comes up. Now we have a double glove trap. Let's make sure that this is like deep. So it's not at the tip, it's here, by your chest. So this is by my head, right? I turn, and then I clear. When I clear it, look, I feed it to the other hand. Now it's the staples on my chest. Try to pull your hands up. If he pulls, I follow him. I'm not doing this hand to hand, because if I pull away, his hand is unravel and he throws elbows. But when I get to this point, now the equity is in my favor, 2-to-1. His hand's free. Ooh, all this stuff there all day. I can start to manipulate his base. Trip is there all day as well. Oh, knees are there all day. So it's just off of just this. This is a post. I change the post into a grip. Sometimes it may be even easier just to go here and here and just clear it. Sometimes it's easier to just go here. Sometimes you may have to just turn your head for a second to make the space. Once you go ahead and clear, make the space to clear, you can feed it to the other hand. But you gotta go palm up. Oh. So now it's like we're just doing an arm drain. Now I just pull down. Try to pull your arm. All right. Now if I wanted to, I can go here and pull. Trip is there all day. Punching, whatever. So that's just off of that one. Second one, you post here. All right? I go with my elbows now. I just turn. Here, here. Here one way. This hand extends that way. I post and push to the other hand. Go ahead and put your arm. Same thing. Trip. Zero. This glove trapping is literally manipulating where the hands are at, stapling to yourself. There's so many of these positions that can happen. So we have this one. We have this one, which is normal, right? All he does is turn his hip. Whichever hand extends, it's that side he clears. Now he uses the same elbow, so your left elbow is in a pinch. Yep, that's it. Now, the hand's free. You can manipulate wherever he goes. I pull, can't go nowhere. So we'll stop right there for those two, and then I'll add on sprinkle if there's enough time. I think we're running short. Actually, a third. So the third one is he gets here. Right? We talked about this going in. So as I start to post and walk, which is the right thing to do, I shoot it across, and then I go here. The elbow pressure is going to either get him into let go because there's a lot of pressure on the shoulder. I grip across if he does that, and then I feed it. Feed it to his hand. I feed it, boom. Sometimes it's not going to happen that way. I say the hand comes underneath. So instead of doing that, right? Let it go. Yeah. Once we get here, I turn away. As I turn away, I trap on top. Now look. Cool. Same thing. You'll probably find even more bluff traps while you're playing with this. Just don't go excited, oh, I can throw elbow, then you got to say, this is more about control. That's it. Once you get here, then you feel like, oh, I see where all the trips are now. Because now you have control of one side of the body, and then you get to play with the different variations that I just showed.
Can you just do it again?
Yeah.
I love it.
So 50-50, right? Turn your palm from here to here. You stop, turn to clear, the other hand, palm to the other side, stop and plane. Stay control. Pull your arm. Trip zero there. Second one, posting. Right? I turn, feed. If I can go from here to here, I can go here and feed to this hand. Now, arm. Now when he pulls, look. Trip there all day. Third one. I look and turn. See how I'm using my shoulder to block that? I catch this to feed it. Now I have the trap. Pull. Sometimes it can be hard if you lean down here. You pull his arm, you find it here too. But now you switch to this hand instead. Right? Once he has loose gloves, you can't get tangled. Make sense?
For the first one, how much do you want to use your chest and shoulders?
A lot. A lot. I'll come around. Make sure we get the drill in. 1, 2, 3. So you're here. Inside the left hand. Yes. She's gonna grab. It's normal to protect herself. That's why I saved it. It's a lot. Here. Okay. So you go ahead and stuff this hand, grip, hand grip, yep. Now, when you're here, turn your head away, so there's space to clear it. Now, grip the same hand, that's underneath. Yeah, so that's how I got the now, you don't use your right hand. Your right hand is free to punch.
Oh, I'm not strong enough for this one.
Just walk with me. If I pull, you walk with me. But like stuff this down with your chest. Yeah. Now your space is okay. I'm 215 pounds, so I'm just mindful. Other people are a little smaller than me. Remember guys, this glove trapping is just creating opportunities off of some control.
Grabbing it like that.
Throw strikes and a trick off balance.
Well, it's easier with you. Paul? I couldn't grab it with him. Okay.
Okay, everybody smile. Okay, one more. One more. One more.
I'm just kidding.
Thank you guys.